My name's Davida Shensky, and the title of this program is Live Without Limits, Reach Personal Success on a Daily Basis. Our purpose is to talk to you about psychology and mental health topics so that you can learn how to overcome any limiting beliefs you have that affect you and keep you from reaching any goals that you have. So we talk about relationships, personal growth, and today's presentation is titled Feeling Frustrated and Angry, 4 Tips to Overcome the Negative Emotions. There's a lot of going on right now to make us feel frustrated and angry. We all feel like this at some point. After all, frustration and anger are normal human emotions. But what do you do when it gets out of hand? It's very easy to get carried away with negative emotions and say something you don't mean or hurt someone you love. The worst thing is you hurt yourself as well. It's not healthy to feel like this all the time. To be happy and healthy in life, it's very important to keep your emotions in check because emotions make us human. If you're tired of the frustration and anger, try these tips that we're sharing with you here. 4 tips to help you feel or stop feeling frustrated and angry. Identify the cause of your frustration and anger. The ultimate path to saying goodbye to frustration and anger is to deal with it. Why are you feeling frustrated and angry? What can you do about it? At the end of the day, you are responsible for your own happiness. If you notice you're feeling frustrated and angry more often than usual or for longer periods of time, try to determine where it's coming from first. Then be realistic about what you can do to change these feelings. If it's a goal that you couldn't achieve, reflect on why you didn't reach it. Make a new plan and start over again. Something you did in the past, let go of it. You're a changed person now. There's no point in punishing yourself for something that you did in the past, especially when it doesn't affect the present. A person in your life to consider ways that you could approach the situation to improve it. Can you talk to them? Do you need to be more clear in the way you communicate? Are they aware that you feel this way? Feeling burned out? Do you need a timeout for some self care? Are you sleeping well? Do you have too much on your plate? Give time to yourself. Do the activities that you like to do. Spend some time journaling or even just going for a walk to let your thoughts wander. Talk to someone you trust or consider speaking to a professional. Getting to the heart of why you feel frustrated and angry is key to helping you move forward and past it. Say goodbye to feeling powerless. Feeling of being powerless lies at the very core of anger. You might not realize it, but it's proven over and over. Whenever we don't have power over something or someone, anger can seep in. The feeling of, I can't do anything, often results in feeling frustrated and angry. And in a lot of cases, you lash out at someone who doesn't deserve the treatment. To get rid of frustration and anger, get rid of powerlessness. You don't have to feel it. You cannot control every aspect of your life. In fact, humans are capable of controlling very little. Learn to accept things as they are. For starters, do things that make you feel empowered. Focus on what you can control. Try to start letting go of things that you can't. Be present. Yes, it's as simple as that. The first step of dissipating frustration is being in the present. To understand why it's important, you must understand what causes frustration. For most of us, frustration emerges when we are not satisfied with something, when we are not somewhere we wanted to be, or we fall behind our idea of an ideal scenario. And it's okay to be frustrated, but in a positive way. You should always go beyond what caused your frustration and focus on how you can improve yourself. And being in the present is the best way to approach that practice. You feel frustrated because you feel insecure about your future, or you regret something that you did in the past. The lesson of mindfulness is that neither past nor future matters, yet you can only be in the now. You consider or you reside in the present. That's what matters. Practicing mindfulness is a great way to lessen feelings of frustration and anger. Mindfulness anchors our thoughts to the present and allows us to appreciate what we have. This brings us to our next tip: appreciation. Appreciate what you have. Once you've done with reading this post, take a few minutes to dissect your frustration. That is, if you're listening to what we're talking about, then take some time to dissect your personal frustration. We're pretty confident that you are capable of doing that. And when you do, you'll find that you are feeling frustrated and angry because you didn't get something. It might be something materialistic: a new car, a vacation; professional, not getting a promotion, not being heard or recognized; personal, a misunderstanding, feeling left out or hurt; more general, something you saw on social media or the news. Whatever it is, set it aside. Now, focus on what you have. You have a working car, work that can support you, your health and safety, a support group who wants you to succeed, opportunity to grow and change, learn, kids or pets who cherish and need you. Even if you only think of one thing that you appreciate, start with that. We often focus on what we are missing rather than the things we have right in front of us. Appreciating what you have can bring a sense of fulfillment. When you feel satisfied in your life, what you don't have starts to matter less. Appreciating what you have is a surefire way to let go of feeling frustrated and angry. Stop feeling frustrated and angry for the past. Life is not always fair to us. That's the way it goes. Sometimes there might be things in your past that still creep up on you from time to time. Anger and frustration is a natural reaction to things. Try to get closure. If another person was involved, understand this perspective. If you don't already, there is a cause and effect for everything. Reflect on why you are holding on to something from your past, whether it was a conversation, a relationship, something you wish you had done, something you feel you failed at. Identifying the cause can help you figure out how to resolve it. If the answer is yes, like you regret an argument you had with someone you love and miss, think about how you could find closure. Sometimes you don't even need to speak to the person to do this. For example, you can write a letter to them that you never send, but results in getting to speak your piece. Spend some time really trying to identify why you are holding on to the past. This is an excellent opportunity to reach out to a therapist or a counselor as well, especially if you struggle to revisit what happened or you feel you can't resolve it on your own and would appreciate some guidance. At the end of the day, feeling frustrated and angry is a common expression for all of us. For some, it's only monetary, or rather momentary. And for some, it becomes a way of life. You know, you don't want to have it. We don't want it for, for you either. So take the time to incorporate the tips that we shared in the in this presentation. And remember this, that only you can learn how to stop feeling frustrated and angry on a daily basis.